Hey everybody, this is Eli Freestone, and you're watching my TED Talk presentation for Public Speaking Online, term 1501. Today I'm going to be talking about a presentation that was done at TEDx Vienna this last year, and it was done by Destin Sandlin. The main point of his speech is actually by changing your perspective of the world, you could very likely find something you didn't expect. And in fact, the title of it is Find the Unexpected. And he really does a good job about this because he starts out, the hook of it is actually initially a joke about the lack of internet in the 1600s, but then he ties that into a story about the Prince Rupert's drop, which if you're not familiar with the Prince Rupert's drop, it's a glass teardrop with an elongated tail that has some odd properties. You can actually hit it with a hammer along the head of it, and it won't shatter, but then if you nick the tail of it, it'll actually explode. He even does a quick demonstration of it on stage for the crowd. But anyways, he ties that into a YouTube video he did about that very subject, and he's really using that as a credibility tool to show that he really knows what he's talking about. And if you're not familiar, Destin is the host and creator of a YouTube channel called Smarter Every Day, which I've actually been watching for a while, but I didn't know that I didn't even know his last name, but I didn't know he ever did a TED Talk, so I kind of came across this on accident. But anyways, the clincher is actually, just that. It's to change the way you look at the world and then show somebody what you've discovered. And you could, in turn, change the world, not just your perspective of it. And I think he really does a really good job about sending that clincher home. It really helps to inspire the audience. And, it really makes you want to get up and go look at the world in a completely different way to try and see what comes of it, because you really never know what's going to happen with it. And the presenter is really good about being nice and authentic, very conversational in his speech. And I feel that he really follows the philosophy of Gar Reynolds in that nature of the delivery. And that's actually my main takeaway as well. That's something that I really think I need to focus more on, is having more of a conversational nature to my speech when I'm doing presentations instead of trying to focus on perfection. I have a bad habit of going back and forth and doing multiple takes, trying to get the all the lines down right, but I end up, you know, coming across more robotic or inauthentic in the process. So I think that's really what I need to work on more as well, is that conversational nature. Destin's excellent about it, and that's definitely a new goal of mine. I wasn't really, I know I'd read about it and stuff like that, but it never really clicked until I was really paying attention to how he was delivering his speech, that it really, it made more sense to me about what Gar Reynolds is talking about with natural speech and the conversational nature, including flaws and all. And that's definitely what I'm going to be working on. All right, I guess that's about it. This has been Eli Freestone, TED Talk for Public Speaking Online, term 1501. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.